What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. And yo, shout outs to all of the people who watched my live reaction. If you did so, thank you so much. We had an amazing time talking about all the different indie games that were revealed. But to be honest, guys, I don't even feel like labeling that anymore. These are just amazing games, period, and some of the best games that we've seen released, whether it's the sequels or people working on certain games. These three games that I'm about to talk to were some of my most hyped games. Now, don't get me wrong. There were plenty of other hyped games throughout the Direct. They announced a bunch of different stuff. I'm not trying to say one game is better than another. The Super Meat Boy announcement was awesome. There was a bunch of great stuff, 9 parchments. So trust me, there were a bunch of amazing things. I just wanted to make a focused video as far as my top 3 most hypest announcements from the recent Nindies showcase. And we have to start out, guys. We have to start out with Shovel Knight Treasure Trove's final campaign, King of Cards. Shovel Knight was the indie darling of 2013, 2014, 2015. Pretty much every single year, that game has had something new and exciting, whether it's a new platform, or whether it's new content or DLC, people playing with Amiibo. Whatever the case is, Shovel Knight has delivered for the past few years, and we're getting the final expansion to the Shovel Knight saga, and that is King of Cards has been announced. Now, Yacht Club Games has announced Shovel Knight King of Cards, the final campaign in the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove saga, which is available across PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii U, PS Vita, 3DS, and PC. It will launch in 2018. And here is an overview of the game via Yacht Club Games. Shovel Knight King of Cards is the final campaign in the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove saga, and it's bigger and grander than ever. Play as King Knight, Gilded Goon himself, as he travels through 4 new worlds and more than 30 new courses on a journey to best the 3 kings who rule over the land. With a high-flying spin and bolsterous bash, he can crash through all who dare to stand in his way. Does King Knight have what it takes to become a ruler? Maybe he can pick it up along the way on a quirky quest. Experience refined platforming, exquisite visuals, new action-packed courses, brand new bosses, and amass a devoted following in Shovel Knight King of Cards. Here are some of the key features of the game. Tackle enemies and obstacles head-on with your signature bash attack and finish them off with a dazzling spinning strike. King Knight's playstyle is all about bashing, bouncing, and bounding. Collect tons of new weapons, armor, abilities, and followers to look your dandiest as you pummel foes with radiant skill. Have your fill of glamorous adventure, unwind and sharpen your strategic mind by competing in card battles with future subjects from across the land. Yo, seriously, this is actually really great news for everyone who loved the Shovel Knight campaigns. We'd have Spectre of Torment, we've had the other one, I forgot what that was called, original Shovel Knight, just so much content in this game, and this is the final one. So I'm pretty sure Yacht Club Games is already working on their next title after this one, but this has been a great ride for Shovel Knight. This is definitely a good send-off to the franchise. So this is a good send-off to the original Shovel Knight, so I'm really looking forward to this one, and I cannot wait to get my hands on Shovel Knight King of Cards coming in 2018 to every single platform known to man. It might even be on Atari, like 2600. I think Super Nintendo might be getting a copy. So pretty much every single modern console will have this King of Cards expansion at some point. Alright, and moving on to my next hypest announcement, and guys, I can barely, like, if you watch the video, I could barely contain my hype for this. I was just like, oh, the whole time. You guys all know I love Inti Creates. I think they are an amazing developer. I don't care indie or not, they're an amazing developer. And they announced a brand new title called Dragon, Marked for Death for the Nintendo Switch and also for the Nintendo 3DS. And it's a dark fantasy style action RPG from the creators of Azure Striker Gunvolt, which I will have Azure Striker Gunvolt, the Striker Pack, as far as gameplay for you guys tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. That is another awesome game. So, Inti Creates has announced Dragon, Marked for Death, a new dark fantasy style action RPG coming to Nintendo Switch and 3DS via the Nintendo eShop this winter. Dragon, Marked for Death can be played solo or together with up to 3 other players in local or online multiplayer, and that is amazing. You can see why they stopped working on Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. They've got this game that they really got to maintain and take care of, and it's pretty much going on at the same time as Bloodstained Ritual of the Night development is really kicking into gear here, so I can understand what's going on, but this game looks awesome. Bloodstained looks amazing, obviously, but this game looks so good. So let's talk about it a little bit more here. Its development development team consists of many of the prominent staff members that worked on the Mega Man Zero series. So you know this is going to be hype because the Mega Man Zero series was legit one of the best video game 2D series out there. I love the Zero series. I actually like it more than the Mega Man as far as the regular series goes. X was really good too. Mega Man X, at least the first Mega Man X's, 1 through 3 were good. I don't know about after that, but yeah, 1 through 3 as far as Mega Man X were awesome on the Super Nintendo. So here's what NT Creates has to say about the game. So Dragon Marked for Death is a 2D side-scrolling action RPG game where up to 4 players can play together in either local multiplayer or online multiplayer. Refreshing, feel-good level designs based around intuitive 2D action-based gameplay await. So here are the key features of the game. Play through the game as one of 4 Dragonkin characters. The characters known as the Dragonkin have forged a pact with dragons which granted them special new powers. You can choose any one of the princess, warrior, shinobi, or witch characters as you play, and that is awesome. Shinobi and warrior for me, but shinobi, you guys all know, the shinobi, the ninja, strikes first here on PlayerEssence. So each playable character has different strengths and abilities. The princess is well-balanced DPS character. The warrior is a tank class character that protects the party with its high defense. The shinobi is a DPS that places emphasis on movement on tricky attacks, and the witch can both heal her allies and damage her enemies. A fascinating and immersive dark fantasy world. Carefully drawn pixel art from some of the industry's best pixel-mancers paints the entire picture and brings players right into the dark fantasy setting. Exclusive features. Work together with your companions to progress through stages. In Dragon Marked for Death, working together with your companions opens up a whole new realm of possibilities when it comes to defeating enemies and traversing stages. Battle against gargantuan bosses. Absolutely gigantic bosses that are bigger than the entire screen await our heroes. Work together with your combatants to take down these larger-than-life baddies. Dozens and dozens of hours worth of gameplay. Make no mistake, Dragon Marked for Death is a massive game for its genre, with single stages that span 200 TP to 400 screens, over 30 main quests, and tons of side quests to tackle. Players have tons of playtime to look forward to, and like I said before, this is going to include a lot of the staff that worked on Mega Man Zero, Mega Man ZX series, even from the director from Mega Man 9, Mega Man 10 character design. You have Toru Nakayama, who did Mega Man Zero 1 through 3, Mega Man ZX as far as character design. You have the same sound producers, scenario writers, chief character graphics designers, main programmers, lead programmer, producer. There are a lot of people that knew what's up with the good Mega Man games that know how to make this style. So that's why I've been trying to tell people, yo, Mega Man Legacy Collection, okay, that's great. Some of these other Mega Man games that they're re-releasing, rehashing, that's great. But let's not forget who or where all these people are who made those games and what they're doing at this point. And NT Creates is literally taking the mantle as far as where from Mega Man left off from. Azure Striker Gunvolt is as good as any Mega Man game that I've played for the most part, and I've played a lot of the different Mega Man games. Now granted, I'm not the biggest Mega Man fan, but Azure Striker Gunvolt sucks me in a lot more than the recent Mega Man games and pretty much anything since the X series in my opinion. So I'm absolutely loving what NT Creates is doing, and this game, Dragon Marked for Death, is right up my alley. I was super hyped when it was announced on the stream. I was like, I could not believe that NT Creates was putting this out, man, but they're having a stellar year. So far, they've done Blaster Master Zero. They have Azure Striker Gunvolt, the Striker Pack, in addition to this, because this is launching later this year, and I cannot wait to play this game online with you guys, PE PlayerEssence community. Man, we are going to have a ton of fun romping through as all the different classes and just taking people out with all the different content in this game. I'm looking forward to this a lot. And moving on to the last article here. Travis strikes again. No more heroes announced for the Switch. This is like the cherry on top of an already delicious, succulent, amazing ice cream cake. Even though I can't eat ice cream anymore. So frozen yogurt, I like frozen yogurt. So yes, amazing succulent frozen yogurt with some nice candy toppings. It is like the cherry on top of it. Because this Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes was brilliant. It was brilliant. Let's get into this article first, then we'll get into my reaction and how hyped I am for this. So, coming exclusively to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. Shoutouts. After a tease in January, Marvelous, Grasshopper Manufacturer, and Shirogumi have announced Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes for the Nintendo Switch. The Unreal Engine 4, yes, Unreal Engine 4 base game is directed by Goichi Suda 51. This title will launch exclusively for the Nintendo Switch in 2018. So the game combines the style of No More Heroes with a number of collaborations with prominent independent game developers. More information will be coming on that at a later date, but the developer of Hotline Miami was teased with that chicken head. 7 years after the events of No More Heroes, the Bad has returned to exact his revenge on Travis Touchdown for the murder of his daughter, Bad Girl. Just as the battle begins, the two men inhaled by a phantom game console called the Death Drive Mark II. Just like the original game, the only way out is to battle through multiple punk rock levels and clear all 6 games and their respective over-the-top bosses. So let me get this straight. Not only is Travis Touchdown coming back, he looks a little bit older, as you can tell in this picture. He's striking back. He's striking back with force. But then there's some supernatural phantom console that they're being sucked into. You're going to have Hotline Miami in there, so obviously there's going to be a lot of M-rated indie titles that are collaborations with. And it's built on Unreal Engine 4, looking bigger and badder than ever, exclusively to the Nintendo Switch. This is exactly what the Switch needed. This is exactly what it needed, because there's a lot of pundits out there saying, oh, there's not enough mature games, we're the third-party games. Don't sit here and tell me that there's not a big third party when it comes to No More Heroes built on Unreal Engine 4 with major collaborations, and I think that was just a very, very smart idea. No More Heroes 1 and No More Heroes 2, while they sold okay for what they were, I think the tech just wasn't there. The tech was there for some of the motion controls, what they wanted to do there, but the graphics tech wasn't there for the style that No More Heroes can bring in terms of what they were trying to do, plus the type of money that they had. It just didn't all mesh together. But now you've got engines that are easier than ever to create games on. You have a system that's very capable with the Nintendo Switch. You have the mobile factor so you can get the Japanese industry more involved. I think this can be very good. And those collaborations with the other indie game developers are going to ensure that there is a minimum amount of sales needed. I wouldn't expect anything less than 500 to 600,000 copies. That's just minimum, in my opinion. So not only is this game going to be back and it's going to be better than ever, I think it's just going to be amazing, built on Unreal Engine 4, but you're also going to have the financial success that this franchise has deserved, because you're going to draw in those people who play those other indie games. A lot of indie games are popular. Hotline Miami is popular. Whatever other games that they have in there, they're probably going to be popular indie games as well and help sell this game. I would say minimum 500, 600,000. And what I would really want it to do is like 2-3 million. I think that would be amazing if it can get up to that point, because I think the franchise deserves to do that well. So this is just a super hype announcement. A lot of people were like confused, like, is this No More Heroes 3? What is this type of game? Like, is it going to be a normal action? And yeah, you can expect it to be a normal action adventure game, but then also some twists, some old school gameplay thrown into there, which they did in the previous No More Heroes games, in addition to that blistering action that you know and love from No More Heroes. So I would expect that. So it's called Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. So you can pretty much expect the striking in Travis. So it's going to be the same. But you have the beam sabers. I think they're going to use the Joy-Cons in very unique ways. Obviously, No More Heroes 1 and 2 used the Wii remote probably better than a lot of other developers did at the time that it was released, using it as like a speaker cell phone type of thing. Obviously, you had some of the different motions that you could do for Travis, and you guys know what I'm talking about if you've played the games. You have the beam saber attack, so I think they're going to give you the option, like No More Heroes 2, to where you can use motion controls, or you can just use standard controls, and the Joy-Cons are perfectly set up for that, but they're just way better than the Wii Remote. The tech of the Joy-Cons blows away the Wii Remote, so I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be sick and stylish, and Suda51, I think he's really excited about this, man. He's ready, because what has he worked on since No More Heroes? What has he been super proud of since that game? I don't know if there's been anything. Like, what else has he done? You know, so this is going to be a signature game on hardware that's finally ready to really embrace Travis, and we're ready. I think the indie developers are ready to really rally around this game, and I think it's going to be freaking amazing, especially with all that different promotion from different indie titles in there. Miami Hotline. If you guys haven't seen Miami Hotline, make sure you check that game out. Just imagine how bloody that area is going to be when you go into that level as far as that world goes. So I can't wait wait to see more of the bosses and what's going on. I think this is going to be a great game, and it's going to have financial, commercial success. And 2018, seriously, like 2017 is going to be dope, obviously, but 2018 is going to be dope as well, because I'm a huge No More Heroes fan. I have No More Heroes 1, I have No More Heroes 2, I have No More Heroes Paradise on the PS3, man. I even bought a Move controller to play that with the Move on the PS3, so super hyped about this, cannot wait. And also, if you have some time, make sure you check out the comment sections over on Gematsu. It's very fun to go through the comments there. So let me know what you guys think about this announcement, in addition to all of the other announcements, and what were your 3 most hype announcements from the recent Nindies showcase. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you again for the next video. Peace.